Hello.
Hello, welcome to Pajama Party. How you doing?
Pajama party. Hold the phone.
I'm holding the phone.
I'm not in pajamas.
Well, that's fine.
Okay.
That's the whole joke of it. You don't know if we're in pajamas or not.
Ah, right. Yes.
Well, it's just you and me right now because James couldn't make it.
Okay.
So this will be a nice
Okay.
20-minute second. Hello, everyone on Twitch. You're probably wondering who the hell I am. I'm MikopolisGAME, or Michael. Just call me Michael. I want to
It's
get
Mike.
or that. That's also
Hmm.
works. And Gabe has been one of my best friends for a long time, and I thought it'd be interesting to have him on a podcast.
Yee. We making podcasts. Mine happens on Twitch live, and Mike puts his on YouTube like an idiot. Dying platform.
I
Tech.
mean, it's fine.
It is fine. It's
I'm having
excellent.
I'm having fun. So
No, YouTube's great. Just not for me. That's why I do Twitch. Although Twitch also isn't for me. Just
what
not a content creator.
what is for you?
Um, Solo queuing games, sweating, and then tilting my mental, and then alt F4ing, and then walking away
Did you
and
say
going to
Alt
bed.
F4 and then leave? Me too.
Yeah, I just get up and walk away. That's what's for me.
So you are the only streamer that I know.
Okay.
So tell me about streaming. I have no idea how you do it and what are the benefits and or let's say
Um,
cons to streaming.
I mean, if you want just some like base level pros and cons, in my opinion, streaming is a lot more fun because you get that a more personal interaction with your viewers and the people who want to support you, right? Because it's live.
Okay.
Um, but that's also a con that it is live because you don't get the opportunity to say, "Oh, I screwed that up. Let's try it again."
I got
Right?
you.
You gotta be able to kind of just spitball and roll with it, um, which is fun. Like that's something I really like about it is that it's
Right.
kind of just whatever happens happens, and that's what makes it entertaining, right?
Right. So you
So
benefit more on just the immediate responses from your audiences rather well
mhm.
I just sit there and I have to wait.
Right, and for you, it's ends up being more of like a constructive criticism that you're gonna get, right? Based not only on comments, but like if your one video doesn't get a lot of views, you can look at that and say, okay, what video did get views? What did I do different? Right?
Okay.
Whereas I have to say, okay, this stream didn't go well, why? And then I don't really know why. Because I'm like, I just did the same thing I do every stream, but today I didn't get views, right?
Today you didn't have views?
I mean, I have currently one viewer, but you know what I mean? Like I'm
Oh,
saying
hello,
in
one
general.
viewer.
In general, though, right? You'll have days streaming where it's one viewer and you're like, I have no idea why. You get that opportunity to say, oh, I did this differently. They must, the people who follow me must prefer to watch videos like this one.
Right. Do you save your streams at all? And rewatch them?
Twitch does it automatically for me. I don't usually rewatch my own streams though because I don't. I mean, I just don't really need to, in my opinion.
Okay, so you don't rewatch them to make sure, like, do they show you the comments as you rewatch them? Just a personal question.
If you rewatch it, yeah, you can see chat replayed, I believe.
So, wouldn't it be beneficial to you to rewatch them, is to read the comments as you are just rewatching yourself?
I mean, yeah, but it's not comments per se, right? It's just chat interacting with me,
Oh, okay.
right? So like if I say something, they'd be like, they could respond to that, but that's not gonna have an effect on what I do for the next stream, right?
Okay.
It's just more of a banter sort of thing.
Okay, so how many viewers, if you're on a good day, how many do you usually get?
I've had up to like 10, 15. I had
Okay.
18 people in here at one point.
Well, that's
So I'm not
awesome.
big at all. I'm very, very, very small compared to like most streams. But
Well,
I do
right.
it because it doesn't take any effort for me to push go live while I play my games, right? If nobody
Yeah.
watches, it's fine. I'm still just gonna play my game,
So,
which is something I do like about it.
so one thing about YouTube that I really like is the fact that I can censor myself if I say something really bad. Do you have the opportunity to censor yourself, or if you say something really bad, are you just fucked?
I mean, the opportunity to censor yourself on Twitch comes before it's ever said, right? You have to just, like you're talking to a 6-year-old all the time.
Okay, do you swear or no?
I do. Yeah, you're allowed to swear. There's the obvious ones, like no homophobia, that kind of stuff.
Right.
Um,
No
but
racial
that's just
slurs.
basic. Yeah, that's just basic TOS, right? Like YouTube has the same thing.
Exactly.
So you just have to be playing with people and know yourself well enough to know that you won't let that happen on your stream, right?
Oh,
Like
exactly.
I wouldn't stream with some of our friends.
Oh, because
Um,
yeah, I
they're very
understand.
TOS individuals. Uh, so yeah, like there's certain people I know like, yeah, I can't stream with you because one of us would slip, right? It'd
Right.
probably be them before me because I do this more regularly than them. But
Exactly.
just sometimes with our friend groups, we just things get crazy.
Oh,
Right?
I am
So
well aware. Whew.
yeah.
I am very well aware. I mean, have you met my co-host?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
So
that was my biggest worry when I started YouTube, was especially if I was going to do it with James, and that
mhm.
something would slip and I'd just be fucked. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's just
Yeah, absolutely.
the whole situation in and of itself is just very strange to me, because like I'm starting out, I've been doing this for what, 2 months now?
Just about, yeah.
Yeah, and then because when you're new, you don't really know how to edit fully, so you really don't know how to censor. So that was like, oh, if we say something too bad, I can't post the episode because I don't know how to censor, or I just spend hours learning how to censor. I just learned how to fucking properly make a thumbnail today
Mhm.
when I
There
just
you go.
sat down and just started working on it. But I love doing this. Like, it's just always been an enjoyment to me because I just enjoy it, because I feel like I get to play games that I never thought I'd ever play, and I can get feedback on it because depending on who's watching and if they like it or what I can do better.
Right, exactly. And I don't know. For me, like I liked that part of YouTube. I liked editing my videos. That's something I always loved editing. It's a ton of fun for me. But at the same time, doing things live for me is just so much more fun. I
Why
don't
is
I don't
why is that?
I don't know. I think like I said earlier, I think for me it's the one-on-one interaction in the moments. Like you hit a clip, for example, and the chat is just as excited as you are, right? Because they're there supporting you.
Yeah,
That
okay.
those moments like are just so great. You don't get that with YouTube, right? With
Yeah.
YouTube, it's like, oh, this was funny. Me and my friends laughed at it. Hey, now you watch it and laugh at it too.
Yeah.
Um, which I don't know. I like the more immediate.
That makes sense, and I understand that fully. So you play mostly Counter-Strike, League of Legends, and anything else?
Honestly, I'd say on stream I primarily play Teamfight Tactics.
Okay.
Because it gives me free time to sit and talk with chat versus a game like League of Legends or Rocket League or CS where I have to kind of just focus the whole time.
Okay.
Um, Rocket League can get funny though if I'm playing with certain people.
Okay.
So
I
that
like
one I
Rocket League,
sometimes
so
stream.
I was
It's a
like,
fun game.
it's very fun.
It also lags my stream really bad, so I kind of avoid it. But
Is it because of your CPU, or is it because of your internet?
internet and my graphics card starts to freak out a little bit. Like it's not the peak of my graphics card by any means, but my graphics card's like, whoa, we're doing a lot of things at once.
What kind of graphics
Um,
card do you have?
a AMD what is that? The 580, the RX
Okay.
580.
Okay.
Basically an equivalent to like what I think is just past a 1660. No,
Okay.
like in NVIDIA term. I don't know. I'm trying
Okay.
to think of it in NVIDIA terms, but
It's fine.
it's like just under a 2070,
Okay.
I believe. So if you know what that
I
is.
have a 2070, I believe.
Okay, yeah. So it's just less than what you've gotten there.
Yeah.
Um,
Did you build your own PC?
I originally bought a pre-built when we were still in school, and then over the years, especially after meeting Anthony, through work, like he helped me rebuild parts, like piece by piece. I would slowly upgrade it, and now at this point, it is no longer any part of it is no longer part of the pre-built. So yes, I built my own PC, but it took a lot of time.
Yeah, I got you. So you spent more of your time just trying to upgrade the parts as you went.
Right.
instead
Yeah,
of
it
just
wasn't like
buying it
a
all.
drop $3,000 at once.
I'd even
It's
drop
been
$3,000 on my computer. I dropped 1,500.
yeah, I've probably dropped about 2,500
Okay.
between all my hard drives and the various upgrades I've gone through, right? Like I went through this is graphics card is my third one. This is my second processor, I think. My third motherboard. I have 4 hard drives. I have LEDs. I've gone through 2 cases, right? So just like in grand total is like $2,500, but like what is currently in the PC is probably the equivalent of 1750,
Wow.
I'd say.
Yep.
Um, that's mostly spent on hard drives and the motherboard, and my processor is pretty beefy.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, my graphics card is my low end.
I see.
So
See, I always, when I bought my graphics card, I did the Witcher test, if you know what that means.
what? Just like the Witcher?
Yeah, the Witcher 3, the Wild Hunt.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
it can
yeah.
run that without lagging, I think it was a quality just graphics
I
card
just
because
run
that game's a
actual
tank.
benchmarks, but
I mean, meh, don't know how to do that, so bleh.
a lot of games on like Steam come with benchmarking software you can install. So
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
or you could just
Things I learned new.
there's stuff online too, but some Steam games just come with it.
Yeah.
Like I believe Tomb Raider did.
Which Tomb Raider?
The newest one.
Okay, that's the only Tomb Raider I haven't played yet, so.
Gotcha.
It's been a long time. I should have played it by now, right?
Yeah, for you. Surprised.
Yeah, you are more
Competitive.
Yeah, you're more competitive and I am more story driven.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
that's very interesting to me because have you always been competitive gaming more or
The first game I ever owned was Minecraft, and the second one after that was Counter-Strike. And I immediately fell in love with Counter-Strike and grinded that. And then, I mean, I was just raised competitive. Like my father and I, growing up, I played StarCraft with him or chess.
Ooh, okay.
So him and I spent a lot of time doing things that always resulted in a winner versus something that would cause me to be more story driven when I play a game, right? I'm just a competitive individual, and the games that I play give me the opportunity to do that. So,
Yeah.
sort of what I stick with. There is a few story driven games that I have played and beaten in the past that I liked. Assassin's Creed 3, one of the big ones for me. I've played through that game a million times. Skyward Sword, the Legend of Zelda game, I have 100%ed 3 times.
I am surprised you enjoyed Skyward Sword because in most people's Legend of Zelda gauge, that's probably the worst Zelda. Besides the CDI, the Philips CDI ones, obviously.
Well, right. No, in terms of like mainstream Zelda titles, yeah, everybody hates that one.
See, I never really had a full problem with it. I actually liked Girahim and the final boss.
Yeah, it's great. It's a fun game, and I liked the mechanics behind the Motion Plus controllers a lot.
Yeah, that was very good.
Like I felt like I was Link. You know, when I was a little kid playing the game, I was like, "Wait a minute, I'm actually just Link, and I get to do whatever I want."
Right. So yeah, you don't have a Switch, so you've never played Breath of the Wild.
I have played it.
What were your thoughts on it?
No, I do not own it. I loved it.
I think Breath of the Wild is amazing.
But I think for the little bits of gameplay I got a feel for, I did like it a lot.
Would you ever want to do like a full playthrough of it at all?
I don't know, because like we talked about, it's not story-driven games aren't really one of my things.
Yeah.
I think if I had a Switch, like if I owned one, like I got it gifted to me, I would probably at that point pick it up and play it just to say I played it, but I'd say probably not.
Interesting.
So
yeah, so your first game, as you said, was oh my god, I'm blanking already.
Minecraft.
So yeah, I remember when you originally. I'm dating you a lot on this one. I apologize for this one. So did you have fun when you did YouTube years ago?
Yes, I did. I was also like probably 12 or 13 when I was doing YouTube.
Yeah.
And at that point in life, like I was recording on a laptop and like it sucked. I hated it, but I loved after the recording was done and everything still looked like garbage. I was still fine putting that up on YouTube because I said, you know what, I'm proud of this.
Exactly. That's how I feel when I post a video. Even if it's garbage, it's fine.
I love it. That was the one thing I did like about YouTube, and that's what makes me still want to do YouTube sometimes, you know, like just as like a, hey, I made this video because it was funny to me.
Why don't you do that? That's just a question.
Because at this point, I've put a lot of time into Twitch and trying to develop my Twitch platform. I don't really, like, until this gets a little bit more stable, right now that I'm affiliated and have the opportunity to make money through Twitch, I think I'm going to wait to try and transfer and grow YouTube until Twitch has grown a little bit more, you know, until I'm pulling like a consistent every single stream 30 plus viewers.
Okay.
I don't think until that point would I try and go and hop into YouTube and Twitch. Like I have the YouTube channel, there is stuff on it.
Is it Garrett still, or is it Banana Boy?
No, it's Garrett, and Banana Boy is, oh my god, that's my first username.
Yeah,
sometimes I forget about that one. Like it's been
I could
so
never
long
forget
since
about
I picked
that.
up Garrett. I've had Garrett since probably it's been like 6 or 7 years now. That's just been my name.
I'm old as shit then.
I mean, since I was probably a freshman.
That's
right?
so long ago to me.
That's when I got my pre-built. That's when I would have picked the name Garrett. I remember originally on the pre-built I had Banana Boy. And then at 13 years old I said, hold on a minute, this is a little weird to be named Banana Boy. And I went on a Middle Earth name generator and picked an Elvish name that started with G, and it happened to be Garrett.
Interesting.
Yeah, and that's where it came from.
You see, that's such an interesting way of coming up with your name.
Yeah, meanwhile, you over here said me video game and me Polis.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I have no idea where the hell that came from. I was like, I like it though, so stick with it.
I liked yours always though, because it kind of felt like Markiplier-esque. Like, right? His name is Mark. Right. And he's like, yeah, Applier, Markiplier. That's great. And you're like, my name's Mike, Mikopolis.
Yeah, I'll create a city out of this one. Let's try.
Yeah, right. I always loved that part of your name. But for me, it was like, I want to sound like one of the, this is again, the time that I got this name is when I was starting to get into Counter-Strike and stuff. So I was like, I want my name to be one word, sound kind of vague and weird, like all the pro CS players, you know, like, right, like you have Shroud and Nothing and Stewie.
Someone's name is literally named Nothing.
Yeah,
I know nothing of Twitch and or Counter-Strike or CS:GO. You know
but
this.
Yeah, one of the pro players' names was Nothing. Right, there was a lot of those names that I was like, you know what, I want mine to sound kind of like that, but I know I want it to start with G for my name. And yeah, again, I hopped on that name generator and made it.
Interesting. So why did you choose Middle Earth?
I grew up
Lord of the Rings.
Yep, I grew up with Lord of the Rings and Monty Python and Goonies. So Goonies was kind of out of the picture for a name generation, whereas Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter too. That was another one.
So you didn't want to be called
like
Sloth?
Fantasy worlds. I didn't want to be called what?
You didn't want to be called Sloth?
No. Although I could have my sub sound on Twitch do the Sloth Love Chunk.
I love that.
At that point. Sloth Love Chunk.
That's great.
That'd be fun.
Oh jeez, I had another question. I forgot it. Shit. I should write these questions down.
You should. This is why I mentioned it to you.
I always have stuff in my head, and usually I just bounce off of what you say to ask another question. And it was working really well up until this point. Oh, I remember now. Right. So I grew up with nerdy shit like Harry Potter, Middle Earth, like Lord of the Rings, and anime. You got into anime in high school, correctly? Do you still watch anime?
Intermittently. I wouldn't say it's like a consistent thing for me because I don't really watch TV anymore.
Okay.
Like at all.
What do you mostly watch then? Or are you just constantly streaming and not watching anything?
If I'm watching anything, what it is I'll have my cup of coffee and I'll be playing Teamfight Tactics while watching a Teamfight Tactics streamer. I do that every morning.
Okay.
Other than that, I'd say yeah, I just watch Twitch and YouTube primarily. Because I just am entertained by that. I can't get into TV shows anymore.
So intermittently anime. What animes did you watch? I know it's Sword Art.
Yeah, my all-time favorite is Sword Art.
If James was here, he'd trash you.
I know he has before. I have watched Attack on Titan, which I did enjoy. It was pretty cool. I watched part of Naruto, but couldn't really get into it. As crazy as that sounds, because it's Naruto.
No, I couldn't get.
Wasn't
trust me, I watched 30 episodes and I couldn't get into it.
Yeah. Another one though that I did watch that I did really like was Your Lie in April.
That was a sad ass show.
It was really sad, but it was so well done.
Very well done.
I really did love it.
It was an amazing show. I think about it and I like start to cry. It's awful.
It's really sad, yeah. Trying to think what other ones I've watched. There's been a couple that I've like tried to start on. Like at the Academias, I tried, I couldn't do.
Is it because you just couldn't focus, or?
I just couldn't get into the story and like really fall in love with the characters, right? Like the reason I loved SAO so much was because I like fell in love with Kirito and Asuna. Like they were so cool to me. I was like, holy Christ. It was like when I'd play Skyward Sword and I was like, I'm Link. Like it was like I'm Kirito. Like I love that.
Right. See, I had that same opinion with, you haven't watched the show, it's called Rising of the Shield Hero.
Mm-hmm.
It's my all-time favorite anime of all time. And I just fell in love with the main character, Naofumi Iwatani, because he's a shield hero. And I just thought his entire character was just developed in a way where I could just understand who he was.
Right.
And
I
could feel it.
Absolutely. And it's one of those things. Any good show does that to you, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's really hard to do though. Which is what makes them so good. And that's why I like. I know that's why also though why people say SAO sucks, because you don't really get to know them per se, right?
It's that
you have to kind of know how to read a person in a way, right? Like
exactly.
They never explicitly say in that show like this is how he feels about this or this is what he's gonna do. You just have to know from. It's kind of hard to explain, right?
Right. Exactly.
You either get it or you don't.
Well, I actually the reason why I like SAO so much, it's because it pushed the isekai, just the whole isekai genre, which in Japanese it means another world. And James and I were talking about it as we were sitting down during a recording session, and it just once Sword Art Online came out, it came out at the perfect time, because essentially at that time, for most people in high school and most people who are like younger, the world was shit. Not as shitty as it is now, but shit. And with that, it just drove home like, oh, I can escape to another world, into this magical world, even though they were like gonna die, essentially. But it was just that thought of escaping to somewhere else, and so that pushed up like Konosuba, which is one of my favorite shows. It's super funny. ReZero, if you like depressing shit, watch that. And I think James and I are going to talk about that when he comes back on, about how I had a mental breakdown about ReZero.
Gotcha. Is he coming back today? Or?
No, we and him will do this podcast on Saturday, to finish up the podcast Saturday. It comes out Sunday, so I have time to edit it.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. That works for me.
Yeah, so
I can't wait for it to be uploaded.
I'll have our cut, and then it'll just jump to me and James. Unless you want to join us for the second part on Saturday.
It depends what I've got going on.
Exactly.
If I'm free, I would absolutely stop by.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I could look to make it happen. We'll see.
Because Hannah's friend actually is coming in on Saturday, and we're trying to plan putting in drywall into this room finally. Oh.
Well, if I'm free and you guys need help with that, I would happily come over to do so.
Well, thank you so much. And I think our 20
minutes offer.
I know you do. You're one of my best friends for that reason. Well, It's been 20 minutes. I'm going to let you go and have fun on the rest of your stream.
Alrighty. Thank you for letting me stop by. Hopefully
No-
I can come by Saturday.
Oh, I hope you can too.
All right, buddy. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye. And we're back.
Yes, and I'm here now.
So we changed my little co-host from Gabe to...
Yes,
And now we're going to be talking about...
that's true. That is something we wanted to talk about. Started mentioned it during, what was it, Sonic?
Yes.
We were considering talking
No, Paper Mario.
Paper Mario. Was it?
Paper Mario hasn't come out yet, though. So there's a little tidbit.
Yeah, we'll give context. We wanted to talk about we started to talk about. Mike asked me what my favorite anime character was. I said I had no clue because I've decided we were. Don't complain about that. I don't want to. I don't want to talk about that. We decided we were going to go through the animes that we watched and pick out like a favorite character from.
Oh, it's just if the recording audio sounds a bit different,
We're in a different space because we did shit.
we put in walls.
We have walls. Hooray!
That's something pretty good for us.
They're not.
I mean,
they're not painted or no drywall muds on them yet, but
some drywall mud.
some drywall mud, but it's not finished. Put all the stuff back.
So we're literally recording from a ping pong table, and
Yes, we have all the stuff set up there.
it's jank as hell.
It's very quality. What are you talking about? Oh,
It is jank as hell.
very quality. So
So we're gonna go down the line of animes.
yeah, I think the first one I watched actually the first anime that I sat down. I'm gonna watch anime. It was actually Soul Eater.
Really?
Yeah,
So who's your favorite character?
that is a good question. So
I don't really remember characters. So
Death the Kid is a good.
Death the Kid is great.
I enjoy
agree
him.
with that.
I enjoy him a lot. You know what? There is not a lot of other characters from that show. Yeah, I really enjoy this as a character. Because a lot of the characters in that show didn't really have a lot of characters.
No, not really. I really liked Death
Death is fun. I do like
and Excalibur.
Excalibur. I forgot about Excalibur. So, alright. I'll just say Death the Kid.
So then I'm gonna go with my first anime I ever watched.
Mm,
I don't think you've ever watched this show.
which one?
Bobo Bo Bobo Bo.
Bobo Bobo?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bobo Bobo. Yeah, I've never seen that, but I've heard of it.
So my two favorite characters from that were Don Patch and Jelly Jiggler.
That was the one with the dude afro.
Yeah. With the secret fists of the nose hair.
You know what? I think that show was on 4.
On Adult Swim.
I think I did see it. I don't remember anything about
About people shaving people's heads. Well, I don't even think it was for kids because there was swearing in it.
Probably just said it.
There was swearing in the Adult Swim.
Right.
And I remember it because I think it wasn't even a Japanese. It was an American anime.
Right.
And there was like, they said one of the things was Don Patch's journey to the Nether Realms or something like that.
Right.
And it was just one kanji, and they're like, that doesn't spell all of that. It was really very aware.
That's funny.
It was really good.
If I remember.
God, that chair is close.
Yeah, it's true.
I hope you can hear that. That's James's chair. I really hope it breaks.
And you know what? For a while there, and I don't remember it at all, but I actually watched an anime. This is back when I was like watching anime on YouTube. I watched an anime. Well, I don't think I finished it, but I watched through an anime called Da Capo. Like a slice of life. There's some girl. I think one of them had like the ability to wishes or some shit. One of them could like lines. I remember. Yeah, I know there's a chick with a bell neck.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
This.
people out there know what that is. There's that. Maybe I'll rewatch it at some. But after that, The other one that I really
I never watched all of
Brotherhood.
that.
Really? Where'd you get to?
I watched 10 episodes, and then the Chimera shit just
Screwed you up.
it screwed me up a bit.
Yeah.
I like to say my favorite characters in that though were the Seven Deadly.
Yeah, the Seven Deadly. No,
those-
I got it. Well, have you seen all of them yet?
I have.
Okay.
Well, I looked them up because I was like gonna try to get back.
I don't remember his name, even though I literally just watched episode. I was watching it with Jake.
Ah.
The Führer.
Oh, he was Pride. He was Pride.
Fucking one of the most badass characters in anime.
I agree.
I also like what's his name? The fire dude. Loves snaps and fire out.
Man, I just thought of Fire Force when you said.
That's because you're fucking new anime.
Dude, I've been watching Yu-Gi-Oh.
You don't remember the dude with the fire snapping gloves?
Like the guy who looked like Markiplier?
No. No.
Was it the head?
He was the dude that killed Lust.
I haven't watched that far.
It was like in the beginning of the shit. Well, not the beginning.
I got to the part where they met two.
Whatever though. I like Pride because I don't remember his actual name.
Oh yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah. What else did I? We could just go.
We're going in order of shows we watch.
No,
Hunter.
I'm just trying to remember. Well, that's like the most recent one.
Right.
I haven't finished it yet.
I know you haven't finished it. Neither have I.
But I do. So hard to pick because all of the characters.
Okay, let's do it. Let's go. Favorite hero favorite villain.
Protagonist.
Yeah.
Favorite protagonist. Gotta be. That is also hard to choose. I like Kurapika.
Kurapika? Why?
He's cool.
Crush on him.
I don't have a crush. No. This okay. I confided this in like.
You said it on an episode.
I did say it in an episode. Kurapika is like a really.
Are you ever gonna say his name right? Kurapika.
Doesn't fucking. It's not a real.
I don't want to be attacked.
It's not a real Japanese name. I've heard people say it like that.
That's
everybody I've heard say it like it's. Kurapika, like a really fucking like pretty boy. The voice actress didn't really even give him like a boy's voice. It's still a really feminine voice. Like nobody acknowledges it. So I've just headcanon that it's actually makes me more comfortable.
Antagonist.
It's gotta be either fucking Hisoka or Crow. Because
I'm the same.
Because Hisoka is just such a fucking wonderful character. Such a well-made antagonist.
Do you even count him as an antagonist?
Yes.
Okay.
Because he's actively trying to fight the.
A hero can do that. Doesn't really.
But he's not an anti-hero.
He kind of is.
He's not going around saving people.
And take out the fan.
Yeah, but that's because of his own selfish interest.
But there. One can argue he could
yeah,
be
but
an anti-hero.
you still don't know the goal or the philosophy. Oh. So who's to say they are kind of anti-hero?
Well, Crow Lucifer.
It's cool. But I am in love with Hisoka because he's so fucking weird. And he's legitimately a pervert who...
Would you like to know a fun fact about the New York arc?
Gets off on fighting people.
That his hair is supposed to be blue. He dyes his hair on the original manga. He dyes his hair like every single time.
Yeah, I have seen art of him with yellow hair.
Yellow hair, he's got green hair at one point.
That's that.
My favorite are Leorio and...
They're cool.
I think Leorio's got a nice story, even like is trying to drive for money. Doctor Who.
That is nice. I enjoy that. I remember. Well, you haven't gotten to. No, you have seen Melody.
Yeah.
But I don't remember if you got to the point
where you find out more about Melody.
Has she met Oreo as far as you've watched yet?
No.
Okay, so I'm not gonna say. They don't become friends, but she says.
That's good. Oreo's a cool character.
Yeah. Let's talk about Bleach.
Okay. Favorite hero and favorite villain. I know your favorite villain's Aizen.
I like Aizen. I also like fuck, what's this? The dude with the suspenders in the Fullbringer. With the really fucking overpowered power.
Oh, yeah.
You remember who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's the dude with Book of the End, which is it's a sword, which one, supposedly can cut through anything. Two, that allows him to literally cut into the past and insert himself into the past of people and objects.
Yeah, that's super cool. Who's your favorite hero?
Hero?
Where's Aizen's not?
No, I think they're about on equal.
That's surprising.
Aizen's pretty cool. Well, it's just because he's cool. I mean, he's definitely a flawed villain.
Most definitely. Everyone has a flawed. Every villain. If they weren't, they'd win.
Right. Hard to pick because there's so many protagonists that are side of the good. That don't really. And a lot of them are just fucking battlers. You know?
Yeah. I like Kenpachi.
I like
Kenpachi's.
Can't really, because the villains are the cool people. So
see, my favorite villain is Grimjaw.
All the fucking Arankars, all of the Bringers, those are the cool people.
Oh yeah.
The other people
heroes are like,
The other people are kind of cool, but they're just kind of boring.
Yeah, there's not very much character development.
Yeah, some of them kind of get it. But all of them are just like, I'm gonna fight for my friends.
Even Ichigo's a boring.
I'm gonna fight for my friends or my pride, and that's it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Whereas the Arankars have all these different. But if I had to say, it might honestly be Ichigo. Ichigo has a lot of fucking badass moments.
He's badass moments as Kenpachi.
That's, you know what? That's not true, but I'm hard pressed to remember them. But I know that they do exist.
Really, it's not Rukia.
Rukia is cool. I think she should have ended up.
It's not over yet. Over?
It is over. It hasn't been animated yet. That's why we were freaking out when they announced that the last arc was getting animated.
That's insane.
Because he ends up with Orihime.
That's insane.
Everybody knows it at this point. You know how long it's been out?
Yeah, but I've done.
It's been out for 8 years.
Can we just understand? I have been doing very well.
And that's not really a.
That's so sad.
We all knew it was gonna.
Does he get with Ringe? Does she? Oh, cool. Then I'm okay.
I mean, I'm okay. I'm okay with her and Renji. I think her and Ichigo. I haven't watched Naruto yet. One Piece. I think I can talk about.
Get the same.
Oh no, go on. No, I'm just trying to keep.
Go ahead.
I'm just trying to keep it going because I know we don't have a full podcast.
I know. It's fine. We have 25 minutes.
Say it real quick.
I really like Grimjaw.
Grimjaw is cool. I like him a lot.
Grimjaw was super cool, and he was so cool. He was cool enough to get his own fucking side manga.
That shit.
Yeah. Let's go My Hero.
I was thinking One Piece because I've seen enough to have a lot of
talk about.
Well, I know there's tons more, but maybe we could talk about initial
Straw Hats
up until. Well, no. I got to Robin.
See, my favorite Straw Hat's not even in there yet. My favorite Straw Hat's Frankie.
Most times or pre-time skip.
Frankie or Brooke.
Frankie get in pre-time skip?
Yeah, so is Brooke.
Oh, really?
The only one who doesn't come in today.
Okay, then we don't need to talk. Fair enough.
My favorite
my hero.
my favorite pre-villain though, pre-time skip, Crocodile.
Crocodile's cool.
And Crocodile still remains to be my favorite villain besides Doflamingo.
Really?
I love
That's
Doflamingo.
I didn't. Crocodile was cool, but I didn't find him.
You'll find him more interesting later. You're not there yet.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I don't even count Crocodile as a villain. So favorite villain then would probably be Kaido.
I've heard a lot about him.
Kaido's super cool.
I heard he fucks shit up.
Charlotte Biscuit's pretty cool. Charlotte Cracker's pretty good. God. Charlotte Katakuri.
Well,
Fucking cool. That was a cool fight. Cool fucking fight. My hero now. I'm gonna go first because you fucking take your stand. My favorite hero. Okay, I'm gonna separate this to pro heroes, 1A students, and villains. My favorite pro hero is Endeavor.
Endeavor's cool.
I love Endeavor and I love his character changing.
Yeah.
My favorite 1A class 1A student is Shoji.
You do it by class.
Shoji's my favorite.
Yeah, I don't remember their names because it's been a while.
Shoji's the octopus guy.
Ah,
I
really?
love him. I love his design.
See, it's hard because a lot of the students just haven't had a ton of characterization. Yeah.
But they're like, I like how they're going like separately into each character. Like they're going to go separately into Fukuyama.
What's the name of the
Huh?
We
The
talk
everyone
about
hates?
talk about how shitty Mineta.
He's not that shitty.
Okay, here's my thing.
Can I at least say who my favorite villain is before we start on this?
Go ahead.
My favorite villain is either Overhaul. Overhaul's really good.
Yeah.
And
I enjoyed that.
oh, that was an amazing arc. He's a sadistic fuck.
Yeah.
Or I like Shigaraki.
And he's
Shigaraki's very, very interesting.
Shigaraki is cool, and we're not even done with him.
No, he's gonna be growing even further.
So here's my thing with Mineta. I'm okay with the kind of goofy trope.
You think he takes it too far?
Not that he takes it too far. The fact that no one in the entirety of the show ever reprimanded.
Jiro did.
Barely.
Jiro literally stuck a jack into his eye.
Yeah, but that's it. That was just a goofy.
Also the kid did.
Yeah, but those were both kind of goofy. Haha, he got hurt. Some of the shit he's done has literally been.
Seuss drowned him.
For like a but still, it's kind of goofy. Haha, he got hurt moment. No one has ever been like, dude, this is not cool. Some of the shit you've done can actually be crime. Like when they're going in each other's rooms and up to her panty drawer, genuinely.
Not
and
about that.
when he first met what's her name, the little girl, he
Harry?
was like, "Hi, I'm Mineta. I can't wait for you to grow up and become a beautiful woman." That's literally what he said.
Know.
And nobody has ever legitimately, seriously reprimanded him or told a teacher on him. Everybody's just being kind of like, haha, that's Mineta. You know, like, and that, I think, is a writing issue. Because, like I said, I'm okay with the goofy person. But only if either they have the reasoning because they got, I don't know, they have some trauma in the past that caused them. I don't know how to. There's ways to work it into the story that make it good. But he's just a fucking pervert, and nobody said anything. And I think that's not good writing, and I think that's fucking shitty. A, because it's bad writing, and B, because it turns people off of the show because, like, oh, this is weird. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I get you.
And I'll just leave it at that because I just kind of wanted to get that out. In terms of favorite characters, I like the kid with the mind control powers because I think
he's super cool. Shinso?
I think if he actually got some development,
he does.
That could be a really fucking cool character.
He does. Spoiler, he does.
I enjoy the.
He is on a cover of a manga with Aizawa's outfit on.
Yeah.
So he's getting character development.
I enjoy the concept of that character a ton.
Oh, he's amazing.
Where it's like, yeah, I have this power where I could do tons of shitty things with it and totally be a villain, but I'm not going to do it because I want to commit to being a hero because that's my dream.
That's awesome.
You know what?
Oh, well, who's your favorite pro hero? I like Gang Orca. He's cool too.
He's cool. That's hard to say.
Come on, off you pop.
I'm not sure.
Really?
We don't even have to say it anyway because we're just talking about our favorite characters in general.
Yeah.
I couldn't decide.
Favorite villain?
Favorite villain. I like Toga.
Mineta. Who?
Toga.
They're the
Mineta
king.
is practically a villain. I don't know how they fucking let him into that school and have kept him around with the shit he's done. And like I said, it's only because nobody ever reports him for it. Nobody's gotten to a teacher and like, listen, Mineta is literally sexually harassing students. Nobody has fucking said that. He could be expelled 20 times over by this point. All right?
It's fine.
It could be a legitimate story thing. And he's just like, no, he's just a perfect character, haha, except for the things
Well, we don't know that yet.
Except for the things that were... No, he's literally being like, I want to be a hero because I want to get chicks.
Yeah, he's got real no... He's probably never going to grow as a character, which is fine.
And honestly, I'm not really okay with that.
I'm over
Because
it.
it's fucking shitty.
Just
But
be over it,
I
man.
like Toga because she's hot. And she's also badass.
Okay. I mean, Miss Midnight's pretty hot, too.
Midnight's cool. In terms of
Mount Lady.
in terms of actually liking villains, I liked
Stain? I like
Stain is cool.
Stain's awesome.
I know we just said his name, but I forgot fucking Overhaul.
Overhaul's an
I
amazing
liked him
villain.
a lot, but you know what? I really enjoyed Gentle Criminal.
Do you even count him as a villain?
Yes.
Well,
I count him as an antagonist
Okay.
because he antagonized the main character.
See, I found Gentle Criminal to be boring. I liked his character development.
I liked his character.
I think his arc was just boring.
I liked his character in general. I liked his power.
I think they could have done more with him and they didn't.
I liked his relationship.
He was just a filler.
I liked his relationship with La Brava, and I liked the concept of the hero world creating a person like that.
Oh yeah, because he just kept messing up.
He kept messing up, but it wasn't really. He was just trying to do good, so he's like, you know what? Fuck it.
He's got cool power.
Yeah, his power is really cool. He's like, I have the power to make things elastic, including just the fucking air that allows me to fucking bounce around. And that was just fucking badass.
Well, what show's next?
And La Brava's like, yeah, I can make anyone stronger if I just genuinely love them.
Yeah, it's super wholesome.
Yeah. Another show. What have we watched together? Overlord?
Ooh,
We
we
could-
got some Overlord.
We could talk about Overlord a bit.
Well, then we'll just have to hit ReZero and Konosuba and Shield Hero.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I think I could think of a couple other ones, but
Overlord, okay. I just love Ainz.
Ainz
Gone's awesome.
he's a fun character.
Oh my god, I forgot his name. Big ice guy. Oh jeez, what's his name?
I was just thinking about that the other day because it's not Cocytus.
Cocytus.
Yeah, you could say it either way. I think it would be
Cocytus is awesome.
He's cool.
Especially when he fought the lizard man.
Yeah, he's cool. He's badass. He's like, I'm not going to use all of my arms to defeat you because it would be dishonorable and disrespectfully overpowered.
I really liked. Okay, my waifu stems from this game. I have two waifus now. It's either Shaltier or fucking Albedo.
I like Albedo a lot.
Albedo's really hot.
Yeah.
He's a cutie.
Albedo and
Ooh, I also like. I like the butler.
Sebas.
I was gonna call him Seabass.
Yeah, Seabass. That's really funny.
You know, my favorite character, Seabass.
Seabass. Yeah, Sebas is cool. All of the characters are really pretty cool. I'm interested to see what happens between the relationship with the young knight and the princess.
Oh, I'm worried.
I can't wait until he actually finds out what she's like.
He's like she's a mine situation right
yeah,
there.
she's a monster, and all of her siblings are like, this is a monster.
Please run.
Yeah. Yeah, all of the characters in that show are really cool, honestly.
I think we should talk about ReZero on another podcast.
We could talk about it briefly. How much time we got left?
We got 10 minutes, but I think I'm gonna go into a fucking tangent about ReZero. It can either be our last one we talk about.
We could talk about Konosuba then.
Oh, Konosuba, fucking.
Well, first of all, I want to talk about this just briefly.
Kazuma's my favorite.
I think it's funny, and I've told you this. So supposedly, the authors of Konosuba and the author of ReZero are like really good friends, and one day they sat down at a cafe and decided to both write
An isekai.
an isekai or a fantasy or whatever. I think they flipped a coin, or they decided one of us is going to write a really funny, like, happy isekai, and the other one is going to like write a really dark, serious isekai. And that is how fucking Konosuba and ReZero were born. And oh fucking boy, did they keep what they decided to do.
Promises.
Yeah.
Holy
Holy
hell.
shit. If any of you have seen both Konosuba and ReZero, you know absolutely what we are talking about.
Okay, now I want to talk about ReZero now.
Well, we're gonna talk about Konosuba. If you want to save that for a whole nother discussion, because
That's gonna be a long talk.
There's a lot to talk about in that, because there's just
I just want to tell my reaction.
yeah.
So when I first watched ReZero, I was flying to LA.
You separated from reality.
I totally separated from reality.
You got sucked into that world
I was
so hard.
okay.
You were feeling what is his name? Subaru's pain as your own.
Thanks for telling my story. So I was going on a plane. It was a 6-hour flight.
Right, and you're like, James has been watching this show and he recommended it to me, so I'll just fill out my time finishing it.
I watched 22 episodes.
Right, back to back.
Back to back. And I literally got sucked into this world. I thought I was Subaru for like a hot minute. Like I was just like so entranced.
It does that too, because there's just
Shut up, I'm still talking. I felt so bad to the people next to me.
yeah.
Because there's like one point where I was just watching it, and this is like the point where Subaru literally loses his mind for a hot minute.
No.
And he's just like screaming, want to run off with Rom. And I was literally sitting there.
Rem.
Was this Rem? Or was it Rom? Which one's the blue-haired one?
The Rom is the giant.
Well, aren't they both Rem and Ram?
Rem and Ram.
Ram. Ah. Ram is the giant. He's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But holy shit. The people next to me had to tap me on the shoulder asking me if I was okay, because
They're like,
my face was cold pale.
I'm having a moment.
I was just like, and I just shot up. I was like,
I forgot I was on a plane.
He looked at me and goes, "You okay, man?" I'm like,
Yeah.
I was just so entranced in this world. Like,
I
felt all of Subaru's pain. Like, I had a fucking meltdown on a plane.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Jesus, what is happening?
I'm not ashamed to admit that I cried a shit ton watching that show. No, the next season just came out, and I already cried during the first
See,
episode.
I'm waiting.
I know, you want to wait till
the
it's all out
English.
to watch it. Oh, the English?
Yeah, because I watched it all in English.
I don't blame you. But fucking, yeah, that was that episode broke the internet when he pulls Rem aside and is like, let's just fucking run away together. And then she gives him that speech
Oh,
of like
yeah.
what she's been dreaming about. And then he's just like, yeah, I love Amelia. That
Was the shittiest.
legitimately broke the fucking internet.
That was such a shitty move.
That was, I mean,
Well, I'm glad he was true to himself, though. You know, like, you could have continued to run it on, but I respect Subaru in that aspect that he's like, I do love Amelia.
I respect it, but you know what I've heard, and I don't remember where I've heard it. That doesn't actually happen in the manga.
Well, time for me to read the manga.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
But I don't know how factual that is, but I heard that somewhere.
Interesting.
Also, I heard there's a lot more shit that happens in the light novels that they don't get to touch on.
Well, I'm reading the light novels then.
Yeah.
That's fine. So can we go to Shield Hero?
You don't want to talk about Konosuba?
Konosuba's awesome. My favorite character is fucking Kazuma.
I
think he's the one character who
Kazuma is like
I can relate to him on a spiritual level when I'm at work.
one of the funniest fucking like straight man characters that I've seen.
His faces he makes and the animation style of his faces
Well, no,
are fucking beautiful.
here's the thing that's funny about Konosuba, right?
Please tell me.
And it's the same thing that that's funny about It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is because all of the main characters are shitty, horrible people.
I mean, Darkness isn't really.
Darkness
she's just a masochist.
She's not a bad person, but she's still just as fucked up as the rest of them. Kazuma is
a greedy.
He's greedy.
Pervert.
He's a pervert. But at least he treats everybody the same way.
Oh yeah, he's like.
I believe in true equality.
Oh my god, have you seen the movie?
I have not seen the movie yet, and I really do want to see it.
I haven't seen it. I've seen the trailer of the one with the demon girl caught him. He's like stuck in her boobs. He's stuck. Like, I accept this.
He's stuck in her boobs, and he's like, "Oh, I'm in heaven right now." And he's like, "Wait, what's that thing pressing up against me?" And she's like, "Yeah, I have a penis." And he's like, "Fuck, I'm not in heaven anymore. I'm not in heaven.
Get me out."
Fuck. You've seen the show all the way through, right?
Yeah.
You saw the part in the dub where I don't quite remember the context, but I think Kazuma has a curse or something, and she said something along the lines of like, "I need to suck it out. Is that okay?" And he's just like, "Absolutely."
Yes.
They fucking nailed that so hard in the dub. Just like, absolutely, no hesitation.
Okay with this.
I thought that was so fucking funny. Yeah, every single character in that show is so goddamn funny.
Oh yeah, it's such an amazing show.
I will say that show is really funny, but this is a show that you haven't seen yet, and I will say I haven't laughed as hard at any anime than I have this show. Kaguya-sama Love is War.
It's getting a dub, dude.
Yes, and the second season is out.
Yeah, and the second season's already been dubbed.
And so which
is funny to me. That the first season isn't dubbed, but the second season dubbed is already in works.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's because it's exclusive to Funimation, which I thought was an interesting choice.
What, the season 2?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wonder if they bought it out.
So for anyone who doesn't know, and I think we've
talked.
talked.
Borrow mine if you want to watch it.
Can you use Funimation for free with ads?
I don't know.
I'll have to check it out.
No, you can for certain episodes, but then the newest episodes they block off for premium.
I might just pirate it because fuck Funimation. But
okay.
We've talked about it before, but I don't know if you remember. So Kaguya-sama Love is War
it's about two tsunderes.
Is a rom-com about.
No, I was just about to start watching it, man.
Well,
it's actually on my list.
This is just in the premise. It's a rom-com about the student council of like the most prestigious school in Japan, and the president, the boy, and the vice president, the girl, both have a crush on each other, but they're so fucking prideful that they do not want to be the first one to ask the other out. And so the whole show is about them trying to come up with these cockamamie schemes to get the other person to admit their feelings first, and it's so fucking funny and relatable. It also has literally me as a character in the show. I don't know if you've seen the guy with the headphones and the long hair. Literally me. Every single fucking episode, he just gets shit on. And he's like...
Oh, yeah, that's literally you all the time.
I'm going home because I want to die. And the student... The president is like, okay, but just don't actually die. That show's so fucking funny. I've laughed so hard.
I mean, there's literally me and fucking Shield.
Anyone listening to me or to this podcast, please give it a watch. It has become like one of my favorite shows of all time. And I would recommend it to anyone because it's just so goddamn funny. Also very relatable. Besides like the super prideful shit, some of the stuff they go through is like really real. And it actually takes the moments to like drop some of the comedy and make you like really care about the characters. So to anyone listening, I would recommend that. We could talk about Demon Slayer really quickly.
Oh, I was going to talk about Shield Hero before. We have a minute left.
I like the Electric Kid.
Oh, Zenitsu?
I like Zenitsu. A lot of people shit on him, but I like him a lot.
I like, oh my god, why don't I remember my fucking favorite characters?
Who is it?
The Boar guy.
Oh.
Boar dude's super cool.
He's best boy.
He is best. He's a beautiful boy.
He's a beautiful, wholesome boy.
But you don't know everyone else.
No, because you've been reading the manga.
I have been.
And I've been reading.
I really like the ninja Pillar.
Oh, Shinobu.
Yeah, he's fucking baller.
Oh, okay. No, I'm sorry. Not that guy. Shinobu's the butterfly girl.
Oh yeah,
She's cool too.
she's cool.
I like her a lot.
I like Michael Jackson in that too.
Michael Jackson.
Favorite Shield Hero characters? Is it Raptalia?
Yeah, it's hard to choose. Because all the other characters, except for the Shield Hero and the 3 main girls that I've seen so far, are shitty characters.
Oh yeah, they're fucking assholes. I really liked. No, I liked Glass and those two in that arc.
Who?
The other two
The
warriors.
other 2 that just got introduced and
Yeah.
didn't really give any context
Yeah, they're
yet.
super cool.
They are cool.
They get cooler later.
Yeah, I do enjoy Raftalia.
Now for me is my favorite.
Yeah, because you relate to him on an actual emotional level.
Oh yeah, when I first watched that, I literally looked at this man. I was like, "You are me in a different world. I got shit on that hard.
Right, we talked about this in the last podcast.
We're just gonna wrap it up now.
Yeah, maybe we'll talk about some other shit. Yeah, we'll talk about ReZero a bit more.
We'll talk about ReZero a lot.
Right.
Maybe next episode we'll actually try to talk about games.
Yeah, well, we said we were going to dedicate the second half of this to anime.
Yeah, so we talked a lot about streaming in the first half, and now we talked about anime.
Yeah, it felt good to get all that character shit off my chest.
I
don't have a lot of people to talk about anime with.
Yeah, me.
All right, well.
Thank you so much for listening. If you liked it, hit that like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. It's fair.
Yes, it's very fair.
Remember, the devil's in the detail, so always look at the detail. That's where comedy's at.
Stay safe out there, everybody. Wear a mask. Don't eat your teeth.
Don't fuck your mom.
Don't fuck your mom.